Just something that you will see, not that you might see, that you will see. Hola amigos, bienvenidos. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. It's another beautiful day here. And guys, today I just want to talk about like 20 things that you might see in the DR, or 20 things that you might see in the Republic of Dominicana. And guys, let me say, I love the Republic of Dominicana. I love the DR. It's a beautiful country, beautiful people. But these are some things that you might see, that you may notice, that you might not normally see where you're from. So these are the top 20, and in no particular order. All right, guys, we're going to start at number 20. Number 20 is very long bank lines. Yes, that's number 20. Sometimes if you go out, if you go anywhere near a bank, you might see a very long bank line. So bank line is number 20. Number 19. Number 19 is if you're here for any period of time, or if you're in a certain neighborhood, you may see someone put up a building or a business in a week. So it's just the time it takes for some people here to put up a business. They can get it done fast. Now it may not be much, but they don't need much. So on some of the business, now I'm not talking about all of the bigger business, but like a small shop or a small shack or something like that, they can put it up in a couple of days. So just the time it takes for them to put up a business. All right, number 18. Number 18 is you might see men urinating just about everywhere. Yes, you will see them, on the side of a car, just because it's just a lack of restrooms, public restrooms in the area. So yeah, number 18, you'll definitely see men urinating basically in public. But it'll be beside a tree or something like that. It won't just be standing out but on the side of a car, but you'll see it. All right, number 17. Number 17, if you are in the community and you're not like at a resort or all-inclusive, you're going to notice a lot of times, a lot of the homes will have either sell some food or have a little shop there, a little store you can get some refreshments in, or something like that. Not all the homes, but you'll see it a lot. Number 16. Number 16 is the loose animals. You'll see loose cows grazing on the highway, donkeys, goats. Chickens are everywhere. You'll see chickens, roosters. So number 16 is loose animals. Number 15 is when you come up to a red light or intersection, you'll see, you'll have someone trying to wash your windows, sell you some water, sell you some flowers, they'll sell you some car parts. Yes, car parts. Mostly like windshield wipers and things of that nature that you can buy. But for sure, you'll have some windshield wipers or some windshield washers there. And sometimes you can be looking out for them, because you don't want your windshield washed and maybe already clean, but sometimes they will just pop up on you like a like a nightmare or something, Yeah, so the windshield wipers for your car, the intersection, the red lights, you'll find, it'll be somebody there trying to perform some services or sell you something. So yeah, intersection stops. And when they do wash my windshield, or I let them wash my windshield, if I don't mind them washing it, I'll maybe tip them a dollar or 50 pesos or something like that, or whatever kind of change I got. If I only got 25 pesos, I'll give it to them because I didn't ask them to wash my windshield. Most of the time my windshield is not that dirty, so I will tip them. So that was 15. Number 14. Number 14 is a lot of these stores have security guards. Banks got security guards, and all of them pretty much are going to carry some type of firearm. Mostly it's a shotgun. So you'll see shotguns everywhere. So don't get freaked out about it if you see shotguns everywhere by the security guards. They just they're ready just in case. Number 13 is if you're driving or you're in a neighborhood, you may see a superstore on wheels pass you. Yeah, a superstore or a super Dollar General, something like that. A super Family Dollar, whatever it is, but a superstore on wheels where they have house equipment, house furniture, lawn equipment, patio equipment, cookware on wheels, superstore on wheels. Number 12. Number 12 is sometimes if they're getting better at this, but sometimes if you're on the highway or wherever, you may see someone trimming the grass with a machete. Yes, cutting the grass with a machete. I've seen it before on the highway. I've seen it quite often. So, but lately I have seen some zero turns pop up. The other day I saw 4 zero turns at one time. So that was a good sight. You know, that was a good sight because I kind of feel bad for the men out there cutting the grass with machetes. You know, that's got to be some hard work. But you'll see machetes everywhere. I've got one. You know, there's a lot of trees, a lot of brush here, so you got to have the machete. But you'll see men walking around with machetes also, so don't freak out about it. Number 11. Now, I'm not really going to talk about the driving too much because I've already talked about the driving a lot, and it driving's crazy here, just to say that. But number 11 is the motos. It's the amount of people that you will see on one motorcycle or one scooter. You may see 4 or 5 people on on a motorcycle, like not a big motorcycle, not like a Harley or a Gold Wing or something like that, but just like a 200cc motorcycle. You might see 4 grown men on there, and that's just where it is. So there's something that you will see, not that you might see, that you will see. Number 10, we're going to stay in the same frame here. Number 10 is the things that you will see on a motorcycle. Yes, the things that you will see on a motorcycle. I've seen washing machines. I've seen a full-size stove. I saw a video of someone had an animal on there, like a cow or something, or a bull. But it's just the things that you will see on these motorcycles, on these motos. You know, there's no telling what you're liable to see. I'm still getting surprised by it. It seems like at least once a week, because these people, you know, because these people are working, and if that's the only transportation that they have, you got to get it done. So, you know, it's a little eye-opening, but it's encouraging. You know, it gives a little motivation that if they can do these things on a motorcycle, there should be no excuse with a car. All right, number 11, we still stand in the same frame. It's kids and babies on motorcycles, not driving or, you know, driving themselves, but just passengers on motorcycles, toddlers, you know, 4 or 5 months old. Yeah, I've seen them that young, 4 or 5 months old, a year, 2, 3, 4, you know, along with 4 or 5 people, along with the family, along with the mother, and with no helmets on. So, yeah, that's something that, you know, you will see. Number 8 is the amount of construction workers that you will see on the back of a work truck. Yeah, on the back of a work truck, you will see more than you can count probably at the time. Like from the time that you see them, you probably can't count all of them, but you will see 30 men on the back of a truck. Now, it's not a regular pickup truck. It is a little bit bigger, but still, they are jam-packed. In the morning, they're going to the work site, and in the afternoon and evening, they're leaving the work site. But you'll see a lot of men on the back of a pickup truck. All right, number 7. Number 7, sometimes you'll get people that ask for money for little of nothing. I'm serious. Like, you'll get people that ask for money for little of nothing. I don't deal with it daily, but it happens sometimes. Like, sometimes I go to a public beach with free parking, public parking, and you'll have someone there that may try to help you park in a clear parking space. Like I'm pulling into this parking space, you run over to tell me to keep coming up 2 feet, and they may ask for a tip or something. I'm sorry, that does not deserve a tip in my book. I am sorry. Now, there are some beaches here that you have to pay to park in the country, not really here in Bayou Bay area, but there are some places where, in some beaches, they require that you pay for parking. And I understand that, but for a free place, no, I'm not going to pay you $1 or 50 pesos for you to tell me to come up 2 feet. I know how to park. And yeah, so people asking for money or tips for little of nothing. All right, number 6 is not really something that you see, but if you hear for any extended period of time, the directions here, the addresses and directions can be very challenging sometimes. It's getting better with the, you know, pin drop. You can pin drop your location or pin drop this or that location. But sometimes if you're trying to find an address or if you're trying to find a place and someone's trying to explain it to you, it's not like you can just pull up an address and go to it, because nah, it doesn't work like that here. So it's just the directions, and even like with some Airbnbs, like I've been to some Airbnbs that have been extremely hard to find, and I've had some people where they were able to pin drop me the location and I'm able to find it more easily. But yeah, just the addresses here and the directions sometimes can be very challenging. But if you got a business, most businesses are very easy to find. You can pull up their address and their location and put a pin drop on it and go there and know exactly where you're going. But the other places, it can be challenging. All right, number 5, we're back on the driving aspect. I call this intersection roulette. Intersection roulette. Sometimes at these intersections, they don't have stop signs. They may be one way or whatever the case may be, but it's like you're playing intersection roulette with your vehicle, your car, your life. And it's like, man, who's ever the bravest? It's like who's ever the bravest to go through the intersection either wins or loses. But yeah, so intersection roulette. Yes, trademark. All right, number four. It's the way the cops pull you over. Yes, that's it. It's just the way that they do it. If you're on the highway and if you're driving, I don't care if you're going 20 miles per hour under the speed limit, they're going to try to pull you over. But the way they pull you over is they'll walk out in the middle of the street, pointing their radar gun at you in your lane, wave at you to get over as they're slowly getting off the road. You know, you could still be going at, 80 kilometers per hour or 100, 120, whatever it is. And they're just going to try to wave you over. But they're going to walk out in the middle of the street. You're going to see them. like, you're going to see them walk out. Now, the speed limit could be 100 kilometers per hour, and you could be going 80. They're going to try to pull you over. All right, number 3. Number 3 piggybacks off number 4. I've been driving on the highway going the speed limit, 99 kilometers per hour, 95, 105, somewhere around there. And I've seen vehicles pass me going at least 150, maybe 160 kilometers per hour, flying. And I've seen the cops try to pull them over. And these cars just, I don't know if they even slow down. Well, they would not pull over. Now, most of the time, these are fairly nice cars. I don't know if that means anything, but fairly nice cars. You got your nice SUV, a nice car, or whatever. And I see it all the time. I see it all the time. While I'm going 80, they're going twice my speed. They try to pull me over too. But yeah, so I see these cars, and even if they're not going that fast, they're going 20 miles over. I've seen them just not stop. And I have seen the cops go after some people that maybe try not to stop, but for the most part, the cops don't do anything. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, just blowing past the cops, that's something that I've never seen before. But it's something that you will see if you driving up and down the road. All right, so that was number 3. Now, number 2 is kind of what you don't see here. I don't see a lot of bald head men here. Like, I just don't see. If I do, they're probably from a different country. They're foreigners, they're gringos or whatnot. But as far as Dominican men, I hardly ever see any bald head Dominican men. Like, it's rare. Like back in the States, you can't turn left or right without seeing somebody with a bald head. Now, I cut my hair off. I still can produce a full head of hair. Don't get me wrong. From the front to the back, not up here. I'm not talking about starting right here back. I can produce a full head of hair, but I choose to cut mine off. I like it this way. But here, They could be thinning out. They could be got George Jefferson going on, and man, I just rarely see it. I just rarely see it. Rarely see it. All right, guys. The number one thing that you might see here in the Dominican Republic or the Republica of Dominicana, well, you might not see it. Let me rephrase it. You might not see it. It is car speakers and the car speaker passengers. Yes, these speakers are like full legitimate passengers in some of these cars. They'll have their seatbelt on, a box with 3 speakers in them, and they'll be strapped in, seatbelt, and you know, they like pets or like part of the family. You know, they go to the store, they go to the park or whatever, they go to the beach, the speakers get out. Yes, the speakers go from the car, they get out and join the party. And nobody's louder at the party. There's no passengers, there's no guests, there's no people louder at the party than the car speaker passengers. Yes. Those speakers, yeah, those little speakers are loud. Well, yeah, that's the number one thing. Car speaker passengers, seatbelt, all this stuff. Now, the humans might not have their seatbelt on, but the car speakers, they're going to have their seatbelt strapped in. Yeah, they going everywhere. They going everywhere, and they're going to have a party wherever they go. The car speakers passengers are going to have a good time wherever they go until they bust. But guys, that's it. Maybe you know some things. What do you know some things that I missed out? Like, I didn't want to go over like 100 things, but I thought 20 was enough. But I know some things that, you know, if you've been here or if you live here or you frequent here all the time, there may be some things that you notice that you might not see in your home country. So guys, let us know. But guys, thank you for watching. Remember, hit that like button, subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? It's free. I'd appreciate it. And I do appreciate all my subscribers. Thank you very much. Drop a comment down below. I'll try to get to it. But guys, thank you for watching. And remember, watch out for coconuts. Peace.